Sechus Brachos Daf Samach Gimel. The Gemara says, "Kol mishtativ shem shemayim b'tzayroi koifel noi parnasosai." And Sarchi, and why specifically koifel noi parnasosai? If Shlomo Kluger says a beautiful explanation in this Gemara, he says, "Ve'etzim it's mavur," in the pasuk in Yeshaya, that when a person in Klal Yisrael's b'tzar Kadosh Baruch Hu is included in the tsar, is mitzar with a person b'chol tzaroisam lo tsar. And therefore, if a person, instead of just having his own intention in mind when he davens, but he also includes HaKadosh Baruch Hu's tsar, with him in his tefillah, so he's davening for two causes, for himself and Kaviyachal Kadosh Baruch Hu's tsar. So therefore, since his request and his bakash is for two things, it's a greater tefillah, it's a double tefillah, so it's memela, it's koiflin loy parnasosai. More further on, brings a whole back and forth about Ibur shanim b'chutz la'aretz, and the Mar says that if it's hiniach kamoisoi b'Eretz Yisrael, if there's a greater, someone greater or someone on his level in Eretz Yisrael, so then the chachamim and chutz la'aretz can't be Ibur shanim, but if not, then they could. The Shittim Betzes over here writes that it doesn't really mean Ibur shanim, it's just a cheshbon ba'alma, and afal pikin, even though it's a cheshbon ba'alma, they held he can't do it if it's hiniach kamoisam b'Eretz Yisrael. The Emek Bracha is a very strong kasha from this Gemara, that there's a Pirkei de Belezer that says that even if it was haniach roye bakar in Eretz Yisrael and the chachamim were in chutz la'aretz, they can't be Ibur shanim. And Tzarchi and Al Gemara is mavur, not like that. Al Gemara is mavur that only when it's hiniach kamoisam in Eretz Yisrael, then the G'dolei chutz la'aretz can't be Ibur. On that, the Emek Bracha answers according to the Shittas Rambam. The Shittas Rambam is there's machlokes Rambam and Ramban about Kiddush HaChodesh. The Rambam writes that at the time when the Sanhedrin was b'Mekayman, they were Mekadesh the Chodesh Apiriya. However, after the time of Golus, there was no Sanhedrin anymore. Then the Kviyas of Chadoshim was only 3 cheshbon, had nothing to do with the Kiddush of Bezdin originally. However, the Ramban writes that no, that there was always a Kiddush of Bezdin, and Hillel, at the time of Hillel, he realized that it will be nisbatel the Sanhedrin. He was Mekadesh all the Chadoshim, Lasalav, until Mashiach Tzidkein of Meher V'Yameinu. So the Emek Bracha says that according to the Rambam, that the whole halacha that you need Sanhedrin for Kiddush is at the time of Sanhedrin. However, this Pirkei de Belezer is talking about before the time of the Sanhedrin. Before the time of the Sanhedrin, he starts talking about the time of the Ovis, that there's no din Sanhedrin. If there's no din Sanhedrin, then even not hiniach kamoisoi b'Eretz Yisrael needed Eretz Yisrael. The only time you needed kamoisoi b'Eretz Yisrael is if that's the Sanhedrin. How much there's no din you need Sanhedrin, then even Ro'ei Bakar in Eretz Yisrael are those that have to be Mekadesh. But then he has a kasha, that's the Pirkei de Belezer is not mashma like that. The tzarich iyan oid bezeh. Moram Veiz brings the halacha, the chacham shetimei ein chaveru l'shai lahataher, oser ein chaveru l'shai lahatir. So in this halacha, there's machlokes yishonim, it's not avodah zara. The Al Gemara says it's only chacham she'oser ein chaveru l'shai lahatir. Ever the Tosis and the Rosh in avodah zara say that the Yerushalmi is mashma, even if chacham shehitir ein chaveru l'shai le'asor. Tosis says is matcha the Yerushalmi and Takui Pascal, like we say over here. However, the Rosh says the Yerushalmi Taka argues and the Yerushalmi holds that even lahatir, even if the Chacham was matir, his chaver can't come and aser. The Ravid over there says very interesting that there's 2 different reasons why Chacham she'osa ein chaver shalahatir. One is because it's like a shavya nafshei chatichi d'isura. If someone comes to Rav and the Rav says it's aser, so it's chaladin iser. So therefore, even if someone will come and be matir, it's not chala heter at all. However, he brings a different pshat that's mishum kodesh al chacham. It's mishum kodesh al chacham, and therefore If it'll be di'evid, he'll be materit, it'll be chal. And the Ravid says further, that's only if there's a toys in shikol adas, but if there's toys in the Dvar Mishnah, then he could argue. The Shilding of Bayim writes that the machlokes, Toysis and Rosh, is totally in these two tzadim and the Ravid. Because if the Havana is al shavya nafshei chitichidi surah, then it's only if the Chacham Rishon said Isser, then the Chacham Sheni can't be materit. But if it's Rishon Kvoidish al Chacham Rishon, then it doesn't make a difference. If he was matter it or he's aser it, the second chacham can't contradict the first chacham. And another nafkamina of these two reasons is the Miri says nafkamina is if the chacham himself wants to change his mind. If it's al shavi nefshei chitichidi surah, then he can't change his mind. If it's kvoidel shel chacham, so this chacham himself could have charata on his original psak. More further on says, the chaviva torah alemdel kol yom v'yom, that as if this is the day that it was given, and the Mar says that similar that by Kriya Shema, if someone said Kriya Shema every day, and one day he didn't say Kriya Shema, it's as if he didn't say it miyamav. Shiva Ban Kotler in the Shmuzin explains this Gemara that he says that the same way you find in the Bria, there's so many different details of the creation, so the same thing in time, in this one person, every part, every time in his life is like an independent creation. And therefore, if somebody didn't say Kriya Shema, or someone didn't learn at a specific time, it's not like he is missing from the thousands of opportunities to Mekabel Malchus Shamayim, he's missing one of them. No, it's as if this second in his life is Lenetzach, and that he's missing Kabbalas Malchus Shamayim, he's missing Talmud Torah, so that's as if he's missing in this second forever, and says as if he was never Kriya Shema Miyomav. With this, Rabbi Aaron explains, the Rambam says, if somebody wants to be Zeicha for Kisvei Shel Torah, he has to be Zohir B'chol Leilosav. What does that mean? The Kisvei Shel Torah is like a crown of glory that you have in Olam HaEmes, and since every night is L'Netzach, so if someone is missing one night of learning, it's as if he has a big cut in his crown. That's Rishuma Nicker L'Olam. And he says that's a Musa Haskell. Everyone has to understand every second, every opportunity to learn or daven, he should go to. This is his only time. Learning is only time davening, not just another one of 1,000 opportunities he has. This is the only time. Chaim Shulevitz says a different point in this Gemara that he says that you see that you have to come Chaviva Torah and Del Kol Yom V'Yom that you have to come to learning with a tremendous thirst, as if this is the first time you got Torah, and that's the only way to be kind of Torah. The Chavetz Yaivitz writes in Ovis that you have to learn Torah with its Tzemoin. It's not the pshat that it's a Maila Ba'alma when you're thirsty to learn. No, that is a prerequisite to learn. You have to come with a tremendous thirst and desire to learn.